Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the e-frag studio. You're watching e-frag TV. My name is Georgi Georgia. Moving on with the second match of the day, Kazakhstan versus Croatia. In the first match of the day, Turkey won against Slovakia 16-8 and 16-7. But we'll see what will happen in the second one. Your analyst team for today, Svojic, and the blonde guy, and Rema. I'm gonna do that probably all day long, but don't worry, it'll last max one day. Don't worry.
I guess Rema figured out that Kenias is into vlogs.
So. Maybe that's the reason.
Yeah,
we should stop.
I mean, that's the only one.
He's getting mad. We should stop right now. Okay. Kazakhstan versus Croatia. It's going to be an interesting one. Croatia beating Georgia and Belarus in the previous round, but now it seems like they have a much harder task.
Yep. The goal today is stopping Adrian and Mo, the two best players from Kazakhstan. So if they can do that, if they can shut down even one of them, I think they have a shot. But if Adrian and Mo get to carry Kazakhstan as they did in some of the matches they had last year in the qualifiers, since we are going to see Kazakhstan for the first time this year, I think it's going to be a really hard task for Croatia.
Rema, do you agree that Croatia stands?
Yeah, they definitely have a. I mean, they have a chance, definitely, but they have a hard task as well moving forward to that group's final stage. So they definitely, as Vojic said, they definitely need to shut down either Adbren or Mo, depends on. But I think even if they shut down maybe Adbren, maybe Mo has a really good game, and we know what he can do with AWP. So it will be really, really hard for Croatia.
And I think it's going to be a harder task for them, even though I would say Adrian is a better player than Mo. Mo is that AWP, and we saw in the last game against Croatia had against Belarus, they had a really tough time just getting cyber focus out of the game.
Yeah.
I think he had a great game against them, just not enough to go through. So that could be a problem. The problem is Croatia doesn't have that dedicated upper. Yeah, Ravi picked it up here and there, and he's okay, I guess, but I don't think he's on the level of Mo.
Yeah.
Do you think the Croatian players can just focus, stopping on Adren and Mo, and try to attack different sites or, something similar?
Well, I think it all comes to that, like when we talked about, I think it was in North America. I mean, respect your opponents, don't fear them, is probably the goal for winning this one. Just play your own game. Don't like go and we need to do stuff like that to shut down him.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really work in your way because you are not used to do that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're playing against better players, but you should stick to your own stuff. So I would like to see them, even though we saw them 2 times on Overpass, they really played good. Their T-side, city side was okay-ish for Croatia, but I think they can definitely maybe bring that Overpass and try to take a map out of Kazakhstan.
Do you think that Croatia can even put up against the firepower of Kazakhstan? They have Stole, and maybe that's it, basically.
You know what? I wouldn't agree. I think RB Furious and Ravi had their impact in the game, so it's not all on Stole. But looking at their opponents, I think Adrian and Mo are above their level. So shutting them down is really crucial because the 3 other players, Croatia has at least as good enough as they are, or maybe even better than them.
Yeah.
So the crucial point is winning the aim duels against Adrian and shutting down the AWP of Mo. Talked to Mario, the captain of the national squad of Croatia. They think that Kazakhstan is a big favorite here, but you know what? CS basically what he told me, and he's right. I mean, CS is anybody's game. If you can win
a sport. Anyone can win.
I mean, he said if they can win some pistol rounds, if they can break the economy from Kazakhstan here and there, maybe not allow Mo to pick up that AWP, then we have a shot.
Yep.
That's what he said.
Momentum as well.
Yep.
We always talk about it. So
Yep.
if they manage to get that first pistol round and manage to get maybe a full buy round, it will be really good for them because they're probably hyped. Okay, we took the first full buy round.
Yep.
We can probably do more. They're an equal now. You're basically 5-0 at that point, and you can really gain momentum from those 5 rounds and maybe storm out of that map.
Okay, let's go with the lineups of Croatia. Let's start with Croatia.
Yeah,
I mean, we've seen them already 2 times.
Yeah, they're going to be again in the same lineup. So I'm guessing this is the go-to lineup for Croatia. Although Mario said
it was so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mario said if I'm gonna play bad, someone's gonna replace me, but we'll see. So it's going to be the same squad: Nix, Stole, Mario, Revi, and RB Furious. A couple of these guys played in Giants. They fall apart after some disappointing result they had in a LAN in Croatia. So for now, I think Mario is looking to build that Giants team again, and it's going to be him and RB Furious and some other guys. Revi, I'm not sure where he plays. Stole went to play with the Slovenians, the Overpowered, with Savi and the guys.
Yep.
And Nix, as far as I know, he is in some kind of a Turkish lineup. So definitely they all know each other. There are those CS Asia Cups that one of their organizations is organizing every week. So I'm pretty sure they play in mixes.
They play all the time.
Yeah, they play together all the time. So I know that they know each other pretty well. Will it be enough against Kazakhstan? We'll see.
We'll see. Player to watch here. Probably Stole or RB Furious.
Stole,
Revi.
maybe Revi, if he can bring out that AWP and win some duels, maybe win a op battle against Mo here and there. That would be great for Croatia, but I think definitely Stole, we saw what he can do, especially on that overpass. Although Mario, he fears that it's going to be the first man of Kazakhstan.
Okay, we'll see. Rema, let's see the lineup of Kazakhstan. Definitely one of the legends in CS.
Yeah, we have Adrian, we have Mo there. So from left to right, Adrian, Mo, Fitch, Hobbit, and Zlax. So as we know, Adrian and Mo are players that are playing for Gambit, the new Legends team in majors. So they definitely put up a good fight there. We see Mo, he's the AWP player for Gambit. He really, as we said, he's really good operating. It's really hard to shut him down, especially if he has a good start and good game. Adrian, I would say probably one of the best players here in Kazakhstan. He really steps up when you need him, and he's really good rifler. We have Fitch and Hobbit. I think they're both in the same team.
Hobbit, he has a Cyrillic line, Mesto. Probably won first Mesto.
Fitch and Hobbit, I think they're from the same team, and Zlax, as far as I know, but okay, he's 34.
He's 34 years old, and he played with Adrian Mo in the last year's qualifiers.
Yeah, so
and talking about the last year's qualifiers, I just need to mention they had really some weird results. They won against Poland, then the next in the final round of the qualifier. Then the next time they lose to Latvia. And then they come back and win against Denmark. And then they come back and lose to Portugal. So,
I think they had the same performance 2 years ago when it was European Championships. I think Serbia was playing against Kazakhstan, and it was back and forth all the time.
I gotta be honest, in some of those losses against Latvia or Portugal, I'm not sure. Well, Adrian Mo didn't play. I guess they had some other obligations, but. Looking at the results, it's just weird.
That's
and
ridiculous.
In the final game they had in the playoffs, they lost to Sweden. Although again, Adrian and Mo didn't play, so we'll see what they can do. But looking at the results from the last year, it seems like they play better against better teams.
Yeah. Basically,
so Croatia can maybe
basically
find
the story
their
of
chance
flip
there.
side.
Maybe.
I would say.
What?
Basically, the story of flip side.
Yeah.
They're good against top tier teams, really bad against the tier 2, tier 3 teams.
Do you think that's why they underestimate their opponents and just play loose, play relaxed, and then
Talking about
Kazakhstan?
As I said, in some of those games, Adrian Mo didn't play, so some other guys from Kazakhstan played. The guys that we won't see this year, at least in this first match. It was only Zlax that played in the last year, so. I guess they figured, it's an easier opponent. We're gonna win without Adrian and Mo. They don't need to play, or maybe they couldn't play. I'm not sure what's the story. And they lost. I mean, they lost 16-8 to Latvia. I mean, congrats to Latvia, but Kazakhstan. I mean, if they're able to win against Poland and Denmark, then surely they can win against Latvia. Talking about Mo and Adrian, they go back in time, like 2009. They played 1.6 together in K23, and in 2015 they reunited in that Hellraiser and now moved to Gambit. And on paper, you would say it was a downgrade going to Gambit, but I mean they got that legend spot in the majors, so props to them.
Okay, going to the video process, let's see the maps. In the previous match, we had basic standard ones.
We won't have
Mirage,
the basics here.
No.
For sure know that Croatia is gonna ban Mirage.
Instantly?
Yeah.
It is
always,
the reason,
always
source
a ban.
players.
And he confirmed it to me. They don't want to play, they don't want to play Mirage, so I'm expecting a Mirage ban straight away from Croatia. And we'll see if Kazakhstan, if they only looked at the games Croatia had so far, they are gonna ban Overpass, because leaving that in, that's a chance for Croatia. And well, they banned Cobblestone. That is also one of the go-to maps for Croatia. And now with Overpass left in, I'm guessing this is Overpass pick. Yep. Mario, in talking to him, he's really afraid of Train. Maybe the part of that is having Mo on the other side, so he was expecting Train from Kazakhstan, but Kazakhstan going for a Dust 2 pick. That's also one of the maps Mario told me that they're going to try and get if Overpass is not in the pool. Not sure if that's a great map to them. They lost to...
Yep, but now they banned the Train.
Yeah, now they banned the Train.
They fear that...
I mean, they wanted to go for Dust 2. If Overpass is banned, they're going to get Dust 2 anyway, but I mean, I think... At least, according to them, this is a good first two maps for them.
We're left with Cash and Nuke. So is this possible?
Yep.
We're going to see Nuke.
I think it's possible.
For Decider?
Gambit played a couple of times.
Come on.
Okay,
no.
they don't want it.
Okay, Cash
Okay,
is.
so I'm going to once again go back to what he told me. I mean, he said if they're going to ban Overpass, we're going to go for Cobblestone. If Cobblestone is out of the picture, we're going to go for either Dust 2 and Cash. And Overpass, Dust 2 and Cash, those are the three maps. So basically, this is the best case scenario for Croatia. At least according to them.
Yep. I think if they get a good start or maybe take that Overpass they picked, they definitely have a chance of moving forward, especially that momentum, hype after winning a map against top tier players like Adrian and Mo. So if they win that Overpass, I see them going through.
Yeah, they picked Overpass before Cash, before...
yeah, because we saw them.
That is their go-to map.
Yeah, because we saw them like 2 times already. They played that Overpass. Once we saw Stolet basically dominating.
Also, Giants played Overpass.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the squad,
That
four of these guys played together.
And we talked about like that in that final round against Belarus, and the decider was Cobble, right?
Yeah.
And I said I'll stick with them because I know that the Giants really love to play that Cobblestone, and Croatian players are really good on that Cobblestone. So that's why I was sticking with them, and they managed to win that one. It was I was going for like 16-14, but I think they won like 16-8 or 16-9. So
on Cobble?
Yeah.
Against Belarus, 16-10.
16-10. So they really played great. As he said, like they wanted Overpass, Dust 2, Cash, one of those maps, and
they got.
That's what they got.
They got all 3. So,
although I'm not sure about Dust 2, I mean, yeah, that's the map they kind of wanted, but looking at the match against Belarus, they lost it 16-4. So maybe out of those maps, Dust 2 is, you know,
the least, favorable for them.
The one they're weakest.
Yeah. I think we can all agree that Croatia is an underdog here. Kind of, okay. But if somehow they manage to go through the third stage, considering they don't have an op, do you think they can get all the way to the LAN finals without an op?
I mean, they definitely. I mean, Ravi can definitely pick up that op.
Yeah.
The problem with him was he's really inconsistent against better oppers, because we really saw what standard opper can do to him. For example, Cyber Focus on that Belarus squad, he really shut him down every time they went into that duel. Maybe Ravi winning 1 of 5 duels with AWP, but Cyber Focus was really better player with AWP. Not to take anything away from Ravi, he definitely put up a fight on that Cash when they played first match, but he definitely needs to step up in order to win a battle against Mo. So that would be a tough one. Even though my mind says that I need to go with Kazakhstan, my heart will go with Croatia, so I'll go with them winning this one.
Winning the first map or the whole series?
The whole series.
Wow, that's so boldy. I like that.
I gotta agree.
You would agree?
Yeah, I mean, they are the underdogs, but
favoring the underdogs, and you just.
I mean, we saw Casal.
We saw Casal, but basically the first who did that was me. Come on.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean,
that was in RSL, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I was never right.
I'm gonna go. I'm also gonna go with Croatia, but I'm gonna say 2-1. I don't think they are able to win Dust 2, but if it goes to Cobblestone, I think they can take it. As far as Overpass goes, we saw them on Overpass; they are unbeaten still, and I think they can take that overpass. If they lose overpass, I think it's all over.
The dream is over. But we just got an info that Kazakhstan won the 9th round and picked the CT side on overpass.
I don't think Croatia has anything, against that.
Yeah, I think they played better on their T side and then they played on CT side. So good start for both teams. I would say favorite side for overpass CT for Kazakhstan and for Croatia as well. T side, I think they perform better. So. Okay,
let's start with the predictions for this map. I think that Rema so far has 2 points. Yep. Svojic, you have 1, and the Dusan so far with a potato. Yeah.
Well, figure that. As I said, I think Croatia can take this one. I will agree with Rema. I think their T side is good enough to maybe even win the half, 8 rounds and 9 rounds, something like that. On their CT side, Croatia, they have some good team play on that B side. So between Mario and Stole, you can see that they play together. So I'm gonna give them a 16-12 win on overpass.
Okay, Rema.
I'll go 16-10 with Croatia.
With Croatia. Okay, we'll see if our analysts are right. Croatia versus Kazakhstan. Overpass is the first map, and your wonderful casters for today are Harry and Mega Man. Let's go, boys.
Alrighty, gentlemen, thank you very, very much for that. And once again, we are back with our next matchup, Croatia versus Kazakhstan. They predicted Croatia to take this one, Harry. Do you agree with our analysts, or do you think that they've fallen off their rockers, man?
I don't know. I mean, I'd say it's pretty 50-50, but Kazakhstan have a really strong team, with those, with 2 or 3 recognizable names, I would say, are going to be able to pull it through for them. I mean, it's a lot more 50-50, I think, than people are making out. But I don't know if I'd side completely with Croatia just yet.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how strong Mo and Adrin are going to be, if they're going to be able to carry their team to victory in this one, which they definitely can. Adrin is one of the... I mean, if you ask most analysts that are out there, most of them are going to put Adrin in probably the top 15 of all of the players that are out in the world right now. The guy is an absolute animal. He's obviously the best player in Kazakhstan. And look to him to try to lock it down and do some damage. He's getting a lot of pressure, though, at the beginning of this round, and he's going to have to fall back. He does have a teammate with him, and somehow he's still alive. Mo does fall, so it will be a 4-on-5 at this A-bomb site. They continue to push forward from Croatia. They're not giving this one up without a fight, and it's Hobbit to find the opener. Adren able to answer back with 2 frags. Nyx and Furious going to go down. We'll see if they can continue on forward from this standpoint, because it has been a solid stand at this A-bomb site so far, and they're going to fall back from this on the Croatian side. They do have bomb control. It's on the back of Mariucci. We'll see what they can do if they revamp this. They're going to go back around towards long A, maybe try to take a bit of an aim duel from this area, but for the time being, it is going to be a lot of CTs on this A-bomb site for them to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they are a man down already. They're heading over towards that A site, like you say, and unsure if that is going to be the best angle for them. They've still got 40 seconds left, still got time to head on down to B, but they just don't have a lot of information to play around with right now, so they will have to take the aim duel, and it's going to be Revy to do it as he does take down Zlek, so now it's going to go into a 2-on-2. And, well, Mariucci and Revy are going to be the last 2 Croatian players left alive trying to get into this. Bitch able to land a little bit of damage on Mariucci. Does get tagged down low himself, though. He's able to pick up 1, so now it's going to go into a 1-on-2, and all Kazakhstan have to do now is trade. And, well, they are both taking the aim. Here it's going to come down to Revy in this 1 versus 2. Bomb is planted. He's trying to play the angle as best he can, but he's on solo HP. All Fitch has to do is land 1 of those shots, and he does so. Revy's going to go down. It's going to be a neat first round. It's going to go the way of Kazakhstan, but Croatia, they do get the also important plant down out of that. So, there is an extra $800 for them going into the second round, so they should be able to get that 3rd round bye going.
How would it make you feel getting the opportunity to represent your country and play with a couple of the big-name professionals from your region? I mean, granted, you're from the UK and you don't really have a pro scene or anybody that's a professional CS player to really speak of.
Yeah,
but
I can go in MM with a group of friends. I get the same experience, but yeah, go on.
All right. All right, well, his words, not mine. UKCS does suck, though. Bear that in mind. They have been eliminated. They were out in the 2nd round. And they got air quotes on this one, but they got upset. I don't think they were ever the favorites into that matchup. Pushing through the smoke, though. Hobbit turning his back to timing, not on his side, but he's still able to adjust and clean up Stole. He does fall to Revy, and that's going to hand over an MP9. And This forward position right now from these players. Mo gets decked down. Adren looking to go down as well. He's extremely low, gets dinked. MP9 action coming out, swaps over for the FAMAS onto Revy. See if he can do anything right now, but Adren's on the back foot. He's got to fall all the way back. He's only got 21 HP, and it's a 3-on-3.
Yep, no, Revy definitely showing early on that he's a player to keep an eye on. He's had a very high impact in these previous rounds. And well, he's looking to continue that. He gets 2 of his own, does manage to pick up the FAMAS as well. And as a result, his team are fairly kitted out. I mean, you've got the MP9 on Nyx. He's also got the Deagle, so he's fairly good at both close and long range. They've doubled back with the bomb, and now they're heading into that B site, and it's all going to be Zlex here who has to try to hold this off over towards short with that P90. Now, Mariucci is low HP, so hopefully he's not the first one to face him. It's going to be the other two. Zlex does get one. It's going to get traded down by Revy. Now it's going to go 2-on-2. The rotate's already underway in towards that B site. You've got Adren trying to open things up from Heaven. Isn't able to make any shot connect just yet. Does take down Mariucci down to 16 HP, though. And Fitch does manage to drop him. So now bomb is planted once again. Revy is going to be the man in the hot seat. And while he's got a FAMAS this time, so he does pick up one. And Adren's only 21 HP, so this is anyone's game. It is just going to be the first one to land a shot wins at this point, and it would have to be Revy for the ace if he's going to do it. He's just playing the time. He's doing exactly what he has to do. And while Adren does
There's
get a
no kit.
He does manage to pick one up. Yeah. But time's still ticking. He's got to do something. He's going to fake out the defuse. Is Revy going to peek? He knows better. He's slowly edging around the corner, and Adren's just going to do it. But I don't think he has enough time to get the defuse. He doesn't. So that does mean Croatia, they secure the second round. Nearly said the first round. They secure their first round. And the second round of the game on that anti-eco. And that was a full save as well, aside from Revy.
Yeah, that was just a spot of brilliant play there from Revy's side. From his standpoint, he's able to really lock down that round for his team. Gets 4 big kills out of that as well. The P250 doing some work, and because of that, he's able to shut it down. Adren not being able to find that defuse kit fast enough to give him an opportunity to get that defuse after he taps the bomb, and Revy just plays the patience game. That was really well played from him.
Yeah, no, Revy trying to cement himself early on as a player to watch in this game, and well, he's definitely showing that right now. And like you say, Adren, a little bit of an error there is he couldn't find the kit on site. I don't know if that was a communication thing or actually a fault on Adren's fault, because there was definitely a little bit of a struggle for him to get his hand on a kit. And, you know, if he'd had a little bit more time, even like 2-3 seconds longer, that round could have gone an entirely different way.
Absolutely could have. Not really sure what the issue is here. We had a player drop from the server.
Yeah, it's a tech pause for Croatia. Unsure why, but
Mr. Furious dropped out.
Furious dropped out. So he'll be back soon, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, Croatia, they've got 2 bomb plants now. They won that second round. Look at their economy. I mean, you've got 6,000 on Revy. Nyx just invested 5 grand into this round to get full utility with the AK. Stoll is just going to be sticking with the Mac 10. I think we see him play with the SMGs quite a fair bit, even on these buy rounds. He likes to try and keep the SMGs, try something new and fresh just to keep the economy going. Revy, actually, interestingly, only investing into a UMP, so I think they're expecting Kazakhstan to eco here. But when we look over at the Kazakhstan buy, it's actually you know, a force. They're forcing up. They've got the M4 on Fitch, the Scout on Mouse, and Adren's got himself a Deagle and armor. So, you know, they are going to be walking into a force buy. SMGs aren't really the ideal thing to have for them right now.
No, not at all. But the big part about this, though, is just the fact that, A, Hobbit doesn't have any armor to go behind that. Mo doesn't have any armor to go behind that. So the aim punch and everything in the SMGs are just going to be able to chew these guys apart. I don't know if I necessarily agree with this force up, to be honest with you. I mean, Fitch is going to have the most formidable buy. Adren on the Deagle can do some damage. Zelex, or Zlex, however you guys want to say that name. CZ is going to have to play close quarters with that. He could make it work. Could very well make it work. It's going to be difficult, though. I mean, the 2 AKs that they have on the terrorist side, I'm not sure what kind of money Furious is going to have when he gets back into the server, or if they're actually going to have a substitute come in because his internet's being fickle for the time being, but we'll have to see what his money looks like when he comes back in. He might, you know, he might pick up a Galil, he might pick up an SMG, he might pick up an AK, depending on where his money sits. But for the time being, I mean, this is still a very dangerous round for Kazakhstan. And if they drop this, Croatia could go up to a 4-0 scoreline, or at least, or pardon me, a 3-1 scoreline before all said and done, just based off of the way that the economy is playing out for Kazakhstan right now.
Yeah, and I think an important thing to note as well is this is a very, very high risk, high reward round for Kazakhstan. They've gone into it. They're trying to not let Croatia set the pace. You know, they're not letting Croatia get any momentum. The plan is, of course, if they win it, well, then Croatia, you know, they're put onto the back foot a bit. I think they should still be able to buy or get some sort of force out. But I mean, you know, the whole plan is just to try and slow down Croatia, not allow them to set the pace by securing, you know, an off-the-cuff round, and if it works out, it could bode really, really well for Kazakhstan. But you know, Croatia, if they win, and Kazakhstan, you know, they will be forced down onto an eco round, so it effectively see things go to 3-1. Finally, going to get to see the fruits of this discussion come into play now, as the round is going to be starting again. Furious that manages to get back in, has all of his money, and does grab himself an AK with full utility to take into the third round.
I like that knife that Mo's got. I don't know if we're in the eyes of Mo right now, but he's got one of those Autotronic M9s. Those things are dope. I want one of those Karambit ones. I actually have a fake Black Pearl Phase 3 Karambit. If anybody out there wants to trade, just let me know. Just a little side business. Just wheeling and dealing right now, Harry. Just wheeling and dealing, alright? Going into this one, though. Yeah, I mean, it's a struggle. It really is a struggle. Going into this one, Mo already getting chicked up a little bit. He's not able to land that scout shot, and he's going to have to fall back from this one. Does have pressure coming around from the subway stairs, but for the time being, it's not going to be too much aggression at the moment. He's going to be able to fall back a little bit. Let's see what they can do from this standpoint right now, as we will see the opening frag go on to Zlex. So Mariucci's going to be able to take him down, and now the advantage going the way of the terrorist side. Adren, though, close dig. Hit the headshot, take him down. That's an AK in hand. He's going to be able to fortify his arsenal a little bit more. Ooh, Hobbit. He's going to play this one smart. He's going to be able to find the one. Not able to get a second one out of that one, but it will be down to a 3 versus 3, and the rotation's already coming in towards this B-bomb site. You can see Fitch on the site. He's waiting for this push to come around. He's got to be careful. He's got Nix coming around from the side. Could lose his life here. They spotted him out. Could be able to spot that player. Nix gets the spray down, drops the bomb carrier. Now it's Furious over here on short B. What can he possibly do? His teammate Revy's with him, the hero of the last round. But can they recover into this one? That's the biggest part about this. Revy's going to go around through the long pipe, try to find his way around, but they've stalled out long enough that they're second-guessing on the Kazakhstani side. It's all for naught. Adren and Fitch going to be able to clean up that round, and it's the second one for Kazakhstan, and that was a little bit of a spurious round, but it will come to fruition, and Zlex dropped from the server, so... Having some latency problems here, Harry. What's going on, man?
Yeah, well, it's battle of the internet providers today. As I just unrelated, you know, attacks on their servers is going to be the bread and butter of today's game. Apparently, is people just dropping out left and right. But yeah, no, Zlex gonna be back in nice and speedily, a lot faster than Furious. Which gotta love him for that. Gotta love that. Gotta love Zlex for being the man of the hour, getting back in a timely fashion. Unlike Furious, takes these little breaks to go grab a meal from downstairs, whack a ready meal in the microwave, you know, chill out for a while, and then he comes back. That's all good. I can deal with it either way. But yeah, so now it's going to be an eco round coming up for Croatia, as they do lose the previous round. Kazakhstan, that risky buy did pay off for them. And now they're going to be able to reap the benefits here, as we do see all 5 of these Croatian players heading in towards that B site. Very little between them. A few pistols here and there and a little bit of armor. The flash does go in, and they're already out on the site now. Are Kazakhstan ready for this? I mean, you've got Hobbit in a very bad place on shot, but Fitch is there to back him up. Adren on site manages to get one. He's going for the spray. Isn't going to be able to hit it. And, well, Revy does find that kill onto Adren. Mariucci gets taken down by Fitch, and it's all going to fall into Revy once again. Left in a 1 versus 4. And he does manage to take down one player into this round. Isn't able to salvage the weapon. As it stands right now, it's just him, a Tech 9, some armor, and a Dream. And, well, that might be all Croatia need.
Yeah, not going to be the case, Harry. Come on, let's be real here. It's a 4-on-1.
I'm hoping.
4-on-1. The bomb is lost in the B-bomb site. You've got Zlex over here in A that's just going to be watching for this long flank. He might get past Zlex, but he shouldn't get any further than that. And Zlex has got a great angle here, and he's going to take him down. So you're dumb, Harry. Okay.
Yep. Forgive me for believing in some. I feel like I don't know. Something I feel like a Lion King quote could fit in nicely.
You know, they say don't stop believing, Harry, but at some point it's just ridiculous, man. Come on.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, it's going to be the 5th round now, and a full buy coming out from Croatia, and it's going to be the first rifle-on-rifle buy that we've seen. Mo's picking up the AWP as well over on the Kazakhstan side, and while it's going to be a B player, all 5 Croatian players just storm into the site here. They fire one on top. Fitch wasn't in position to trade, and well, Furious gets that frag on him as well. That's going to completely open up the B site now, and Kazakhstan, they're trying to rotate on in, but I mean, they're caught so out of position because that was just so fast. Stoll gets one onto Mo, and now it's all going to fall into a Dren and Zlex, both trying to retake through this lower area. Wouldn't surprise me if we see them... yeah, no, definitely. It wouldn't surprise me if we maybe see him try to go for a boost just to do a bit of damage. But, you know, maybe if they were to pick up one frag, they might go for this, but I don't agree with it either way. Nyx is going to be able to get one, and that's going to be a Dren falling now. It's just going to be Zlex with this Famous, and he should just fall back and save. You've already sacrificed enough. Why bother trying to go for this? I mean, that was just unnecessary as Stoll does mop him up, and that means, you know, they have no weapons to take in the next round. Well, I mean, like, you know, from the previous, they can still force, but they could have really done with saving the M4 and FAMAS there.
Yeah, I would have really liked to see them save those guns because this force is really rough. Really, really rough. And this is going to, again, if they don't win this round, this is going to give Croatia the opportunity to pick up, you know, up to 4 rounds. Mo trying to get aggressive behind the smoke, and he's going to get tagged down to 28, so even that avenue of attack is getting shut down, and he doesn't get any early joy into the round by finding that AWP frag over by Fountain. So everything that Kazakhstan seems to be throwing at Croatia is getting answered back, and you said it yourself, the last round was so fast and towards that B-bomb site that it just got shut down before it even came to fruition for the CT side. So a nice change of pace from Croatia, but again, it's being met head on from these players from Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan are just losing those aim goals.
Yeah, and well, here we go. They'll be heading down towards that B site through connectors. They do have a lot of control of the map now. Fitch gets taken down. It's going to go to a 4-on-5. You've got just a Dren over here on the B site playing the pillar, playing it really well actually, but he is going to get taken down. Only able to find one on a Revi, and well, Mo's rotated into heaven with that AWP in hand, but he's not going to be able to make too much happen with it just yet. He's only, well, he does actually get taken down to 2 HP because of the nades and mollies heading up into heaven, and well, it's all going to fall in a Hobbit, and Zlex pretty much to do the damage here. Zlex does manage to get one, put it into a 3-on-3, but Stolen Nyx come in with 2 of their own, and in the blink of an eye, it all falls onto a 2 HP Mo with AWP in hand, and well, he's just going to be running away looking to save this and take it into the 7th round now. And I cannot help but feel like this round, the whole reason for this occurring is in the previous round where Adren and I believe it was Lex didn't save the FAMAS and the M4. They basically threw away 2 rounds in a row as a result.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that would have given them the edge going into that round, but I mean, Adren does pick up a kill anyway into that round, and still, you know, he might have had more. He might have had an opportunity to get a little bit more out of that round if he had a rifle. But the thing is that's a big if. And unfortunately for him, he doesn't have that answer to that question. So we are going to see it tied up 3-3 going into the 7th round, and it's going to be an early pick as Adren goes down to Revi, who's got the AWP that he salvaged off of Mo in the last round. So you can see how that economy's flip-flopped, and it's looking good here for the terrorists out of Croatia. Decent return frag, though, as they do trade heavily in mid. That's going to be Zlex to find one Hobbit as well, but it's going to get traded back immediately by Furious and Nyx. And now it's going to be down to just these 2 last Kazakhstani players. Oh, and Fitch. One playing from the connector, one in a site. That's going to be Mo that's playing from the connector. He's not going to find anything over in that area at the time being. He's going to fall just back in towards B, and the bomb rotating around through long A. So this should be a tied up, or a... this round should be tied up for Croatia. They should be able to take their first lead of this matchup at a 4-3.
Yeah, no, the position from Fitch actually could come in handy here, but he's just actually going to miss those players over towards long. I feel like if he'd pushed up through toilets, he might have been able to make something happen. Both of these players now extremely far behind over towards that long area, and well, I mean, if they leave it too long, then they kind of lose the element of surprise, and they're going to be watching these angles anyway. Fitch does get spotted out over towards long. Revi's there with the AWP in hand, and well, he should get taken down here in a swift fashion. Mo's trying to go through toilets, does manage to put down Nyx to low HP, but a nice nade from Mariachi is going to save him there. And, well, like you say, Croatia, they finally take their first lead, and it's going to go 3-4 as they start sporting a 1-round lead over the Kazakhstan side. So, all in all, a very good start from them.
Yeah, and this is a nice recovery, especially after the early trade of rounds. It was up 3-1 for Kazakhstan, and now 3 rounds in a row for Croatia, and they've kept that money down. I mean, look at the utility again for the Kazakhstani side. You've got 3 flashes left, you've got a smoke and a decoy. Now you've got 2 flashes left in a smoke and a decoy. So they've expunged their money situation into this round, and now Fitch has got to be careful. They're setting up for this B take. This is going to be really scary. He's got to get his gun out. Get your gun out! What are you doing? He's going to take the battle. Some good damage. Should get traded. There it is. There's the nade. Hobbit's going to be able to find one, but Fitch, I'm not sure what that was. I mean, you hear the flash come out from long pipe. You know that they've got to be encroaching on that area just based off of the fact that the pressure is going to come, and he's just jumping around with a nade in his hand from one of the most common spots to defend that B bomb site from. That's just a huge misplay.
A huge Fitch play, was that what you that's not what you meant to say, but that's what you did say.
I don't know what it was, but it was, I mean, that was just a really awful play. But they do get cleaned up. Mo and Adrin going to be able to clean that round up for the Kazakhstani side. They're going to find a 4th. But man, Fitch, come on, man.
Yeah, no, I do agree. Bit of an error there, just for him to be having a jolly old time with a nade out. Does get punished for it. I mean, he's able to get 1 though, so not too bad. Anyway, it's going to be the 9th round now, and a rifle by for both teams. A good bit of utility across the board, though the advantage utility-wise leaning slightly toward Croatia. And, well, currently they've got all 5 players once again down towards that B area. It seems to be a bit of a recurring nightmare for the Kazakhstan side that they're really having problems remedying. And, well, we are going to be seeing over towards that B site. You've got 3 players here as Adren rotates in. Fitch playing the barrels area, this time with the gun out. So, you know, a justified improvement there. He's able to get 1 with that weapon, only just discovering the use of the M4 actually is. Mariucci does get taken down. It's going to go into a 4 versus 5 here for Croatia. So Kazakhstan, they take the 1-man advantage. No one's there to get the trade in for Mariucci, and as a result, it does shut down their options severely. Adren getting 1 through the wall on a stole as well. That's going to put them even further ahead, because how are you meant to trade for that?
Yeah, no, he was jump peeking from heaven, spotted the player over there by Squeaky, and was able to land the shots, and that's nicely done. And now you can see they're actually going to fortify this B defense. They've got 2 players over here, 3 players over at A. The nade comes out towards the barrels, but they still haven't cleaned that player out, and that's going to be Fitch to find another one. So it's down to Nix and Furious, and this is going to be really difficult for them to get back into this round. I'm not sure what the hell that flash was for Mo. It's going to be okay. Player on short, going to find Adren. Going to be able to find Fitch, and now we're in a 3 versus 2. Now it's a little bit more dangerous for Kazakhstan. They've got 1 more player over here on this B bomb site for the time being. It's going to be Mo to rotate around towards heaven with that AWP, but he's smoked off, almost lanes the shot, not going to connect. They've got to worry about this player that's down here, and this is going to be Hobbit, able to find 1 trade back. Nick's going to answer that question. The nade comes in, dunks.
That was the definition of a dunk nade. He had 55 HP. And
words are hard today, Harry.
Yeah, I know. Are you finding that too? Like,
yeah.
especially anything with an S or just syllables in as a whole. Like, I keep messing them up. You've hit a rocky patch here and there. It's terrible. What's happening to us?
I've been doing a whole lot of casting here in this past week, man. I don't know. Maybe it's catching up to me. Maybe the words are just, you know, I was on the hot foot for a little while, and now I'm like...
Start getting wrinkles on your forehead. It is.
I've already got those. I'm 31. I've already got those. I'm just glad that as far as the casters plus players in the server, I'm not actually the oldest one. As the Lex guy is 34 years old, so it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Only a little. Unconventional miss there from Mo's going to cost him his life, though. It's clean up from the back line since Hobbit's going to be able to find 2. Stoll does manage to pick up that AWP. What can he do from it? I think Hobbit knows exactly where he's at. He's playing from bathrooms. Hobbit's going to be up here by Party. Wait for the flank to come around, so I guess he doesn't realize that he's still over in toilets, but Stoll kind of boxed in right now.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be Stoll. When you've got Hobbit, Fitch, and Zlex, 3 really talented Kazakhstan players, you're trying to hunt you down, and you're trapped in a toilet, no less. That sounds like a reoccurring nightmare I have, actually. Just being hunted down by 3, you know, Kazakhstan professional players. I'm trapped in a toilet. They're trying to beat me up for some reason, because I've probably offended someone. And, yeah, no, I mean, what can I say? I feel for Stoll right now. 8 HP, he's trying to hold on to the AWP, trying to do all he can, but, I mean, they know where he is. They don't really have the economy to hunt, but I still think they're going to. They've done so much damage to him, and they
that was
have
actually
him
really
surrounded.
smart. You see what he just did?
Yeah, he threw the AWP away because he doesn't want to give it to him.
Yeah, they're going to look for that AWP on his dead body, and they're not going to be able to find it. He threw it over the fence. That's a smart play. He knows that he's not going to win the round. He knows that he needs to go and face them so he doesn't die after time, so he can at least get the money bonus. And he knows that Mo is going to have to spend, 47.50 minimum into the next round. That's actually a really smart play. That's playing the economy the right way, boys. Learn something new every day. If you're new to CS, that was a really smart economic play from Stoll in that situation.
Yep, no, indeed. Could not agree more. And while looking at this, they're only trying to take a lot of presence into connector, trying to grab control of that. That, of course, allows fairly seamless rotating between the A and B bomb site, which can be very advantageous. Whoever controls that has a very large portion of the map under their wing. And, well, Stoll's going to be there acting like a sentry turret or a bastion from Overwatch, something like that. Oh, a little bit of cross-contamination between the games there, but he still managed to secure connector control, and as a result they have a very, very large amount of map control here. Fitch, though, it's going to be extremely pushed up. Look at that over towards B. He's got so much information right now. He knows that B won't be the site to hit, and while the rest of the Croatian players over towards A, with the exception of Stoll, down in towards connector. There are only going to be 2 players boosted here.
Your inner Ost came out on that one.
Yeah, I know. What the hell is that? I'm glad that someone realized. I was so confused.
Down in connector.
Down in connector, mate. And then you've got a boost ride. You've got 2 people on each other's heads. Don't know what's going on there. A little bit of a counter boost coming out over towards long. Isn't able to make it work just yet. Revy, though, does him with one of his own onto a Dread. Now it's going to go 4 on 5, mate. Going to go ahead, grab some shrimp, stick them down on that barbecue, and then it's going to be, heading in towards the A side. Slex gets 1. Slex gets a second as well. Does get taken down by Furious. Nix gets 1. It's going to go 2 on 3. And, well, Mo trying to do all he can. Does land a wonderful shot through the wall. Manages to get a second as well. And, well, Mo's looking to complete this hat-trick here, as it is going to be Revy versus Mo in the AWP battle of the century. Revy comes out on top, but is he going to be ready for Fitch coming out towards long? No, he's not, as Fitch does find him. And, well, that's going to go 7-4 in favor of Kazakhstan.
I was just going to let you run with that. That was
Yeah,
nice.
dude.
I
Thank
enjoyed
you.
the hell out of that. That was sweet. Well done.
Ladies
ladies and gentlemen. Just Harry, ladies and gentlemen.
I reckon I could duo cast on my own.
Well, you
Just,
do have split personalities, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah, Jesus, yeah.
Nice. I liked it. Thoroughly enjoyed that. 7-4 now, though. Kazakhstan starting to get a little bit of momentum going. Mo's going to be able to find one nice headshot, comes out from Stoll to drop down and driven, but still got a long ways to go. This MP9 close range, going to be looking for it. Mo misses the op shot, and he's going to get capitalized on. Nicely done. Nix with a couple of really patient, really calculated shots there, and he's going to find that frag. And with that being said, it does end up getting cleaned out, and Kazakhstan are going to be able to find their 8th round. So we're coming into the 13th round now, 4 rounds being the difference in Croatia, albeit they had a couple of really nice rounds at the beginning of this half, but it's been 5 in a row for Kazakhstan.
Yeah, no, Kazakhstan, they've made a really good showing. Croatia looked very, very strong in the early stages, and now while we are seeing the Kazakhstan beast rise in the east. And as a result,
Wow.
they're doing very, very good things. I'm sorry, I thought the rhyming there worked really well. So yeah, they are
So
showing
done
up
with
to
you.
this. And you've got that bomb over towards party now for Croatia. They're trying to do all they can. You've got these 3 players here ready to get the trades on. You've also got a crossfire between them and Stoll, who have, of course, gone through a connector. And, well, I mean, right now, it is going to be Zlax. Does get taken down first off, but Adren trying to get the trade in, isn't able to do so. It's just going to be trapped behind those boxes on towards the site. Mo rotates in, so you've got 3 players up towards A now. But Mariucci is going to be down towards that B site still. He's trying to get the information, and he's trying to play off the rotates here. Adren, though, does manage to secure 2. He's looking for the 3rd. He gets the 3rd. Adren gets himself a triple kill. He's going to be going for another, but Mo does come in with a nade. Completely dunks Nix into the into a new universe, and Mariucci's going to get dropped as well by him there. So that's 3 kills for Adren and 2 for Mo there. So the dynamic duo of the Kazakhstan side completely locking that round down.
Yeah, and I mean, Adren's really stepped up in the last couple of rounds. He's up to 15 and 8 on the scoreboard. We're coming into the final couple of rounds of this half. 2 rounds left to play, and I mean, it's Adren kind of starting to take over a little bit. Hobbit's going to be there at 13 and 9. We'll have to see what these guys bring to the table on their T set, but it's looking like it's a potential 11-4 half. That Molotov perfect on short pipe. Adren's going to come under fire again, as they looked like they wanted to push on through, but they're going to bide their time a little while longer, and he's just going to fall back for the time being. That's smart. Another Molotov goes out there onto short B. Trying to find Fitch behind this smoke. Ooh, they're going to trade places. Fitch, I think, spotted that Mariucci's going to be able to spam through. Hobbit's on the other side. See if Hobbit can find these frags. All he needs to do is spam down, straight down through the middle. That's not going to be the case. Flashbang goes out. Mariucci's not ready for that. Hobbit in an off angle is going to be able to plant him, take him down, and it's a 3-on-4. See what these guys can do going forward now, as Furious and Nick's going to work their way through connector, and Revy's going to just lurk on this B bomb site. see if he can find anything else on an over-peaking player, but for the time being, that's not going to be the case. Revy's going to present himself. He's going to get dinked up through the wall, taken down. Hobbit, this is a nice round from him. Double kill. Looking for a little bit more, but he does get taken down by Furious on short, so we'll be seeing that bomb start to work its way in. Adren, though, or pardon me, is Lex. We'll find that M4 frag from the heavens.
Yep, now it's going to fall into Nix 1 versus 3, and Adren's there to take him down. Now, fun fact, actually, I just checked this, but Adren is actually listed as Player of the Week over on HLTV. So there we go. There's a little nugget of information for you.
You're a nugget.
I am. I am a nugget. You know, there's some people are nuggets of golds. I'm actually just a nugget. You know, just chicken on the inside, batter on the outside, plain and simple. What you see is what you get. Whereas I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't know, but that makes me hungry.
Yeah, no. Well, then there you go. My job here is done. Secret sponsorship actually between me and some nugget company. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, Adren listed as Player of the Week right now. So like you say, a lot of people would post him being you know, one of the best players within the you know, the European scene, and he's actually listed as Player of the Week. So he's making a good showing of it right now. Definitely doing that title justice.
Yeah, no, he's doing just fine into this matchup. I mean, you see the time finally tick down. The pause is gone. They took a little bit of a tactical pause there, I believe, on the Croatian side to talk things over into this last round, figure out if they can figure what's going on from the Kazakhstani side, because they're getting beat up right now, and it's going to be Mo taking a battle he's going to lose. Revy's going to be able to capitalize on that. So Lex trying to play from barrels. He's going to come under fire. He's going to go down. Adren goes down after only one trade, and this fast strategy, this is what worked for him before, this fast strat onto this B-bomb site. I'm surprised that they didn't go to it earlier in the half, because this is what got them their 4th round to begin with. Or at least it got them their 2nd round and forced the save, or their 3rd round and forced the save. One way or another, it ended up helping them get up to 4 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty curious as well, actually, because, you know, it has worked for them so many times.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they decided to stop going for that, but we'll see. That smoke's way off the mark. Hobbit's going to go down. Does a backflip there for style points, but it is going to be a 10-5 scoreline. Kazakhstan with a definite opportunity here going into the second half if they can win the pistol to take an insurmountable lead, and we can potentially see them try to close out map number 1. But Croatia, they're down, but they're not out just yet.
Yeah, no, they're not indeed. And sorry, like I said, in that previous round, I mean, it's like Croatia, they've done so many strategies, but the one that was actually working was just a simple rush B. And it worked every time, almost, like you say. So, yeah, that's fairly interesting when you look at it. But anyway, it's going to be the start of a new day as we do go into the second half. Kazakhstan here looking to secure this pistol round and take things to a 13-5 scoreboard, as that would be very, very favorable for them. Croatia, of course, they want to be able to secure it to go to 8-10. At least that is the plan. Now you got 4 members of the Kazakhstan side pushing out towards that A site. They've left.
Look at this B
Lex
push
down.
from CT.
Yeah, and Revy and Nix, of course, they're pushing all the way through. They've got so much information. The only downside is they think no one's at B right now. But of course, Lex is over towards B and can potentially disrupt a little bit there through the misinformation. Still, are they going to be ready for Nix and Revy coming in from behind? Nix gets one. That's going to be bomb getting dropped as well. And now it's all going to be down to Revy and Nix to hold on to this. Hobbit is got his binoculars in hand. He's just watching the bomb, just chilling out. Lex coming in from B. Of course, they did think no one was there. Revy's doing a little bit of damage back and forth. Does manage to come out from connector before finding one. Does get taken down by Lex. So Nix in with a second, and then Furious over towards this site finishes it off with a kill onto Hobbit. And yeah, Bilbo Baggins, eat your heart out.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I'm just, yeah, that's fine. That was actually a great call from Croatia, pushing aggressively on B. Not going to get thwarted in that area, but again, it's going to be the 5-man push towards Fountain. There is one player out by Fountain right now for the Kazakhstani side. They're going to just push all the way around from Playground and Party. They're coming up from the subway as well. This is going to be very problematic for Croatia, but the push is going to be there. Mariucci's going to be able to find one. Adren answers back onto him and takes him down, but the push continues towards bathrooms. We'll see if Kazakhstan to a 4 versus 4. But a lot of time left, 1 minute and 25 seconds into the round. It's a stalemate for the time being.
Yeah, this smoke is all that separates Hobbit and Stolen right now. Sorry, Nix. And he isn't able to find anything from that just yet. Of course, Kazakhstan, they still have a minute on the clock, so they've got plenty of time left around to play with. Bombs just currently sitting in that connector area for a fast rotate to either site. I think it's going to be down to a Dren or either of the players up towards A to try and secure an opening pick, and then that's ultimately going to decide where the bomb goes. A Dren's actually going to be faking out down towards B, and it does work as they rotate the third player. So over towards A, it's literally all on Nyx here over towards that long angle. This fake is working perfectly, but Kazakhstan, they need to go quick in order to capitalize on it, because I do think that Croatia, they are becoming wise to the situation. Nyx gets taken down, but the rotates are already up onto the site. As Stoll comes in, he's going to get taken down as well, and now in the blink of an eye, it's a 2-1-4, all on Revy and Stoll for the rotate here. They do come up from that B site, but I mean, look at this huge flank coming in from Revy. I think that's going to take too long. You've basically left Stoll in a situation where he has to 1v4.
Yeah, Drin just hurt him. So there's not going to be any joy here. Yeah, Revy's going to go down. Adrin's going to be able to find that kill. We're actually going to see a spam in towards the bank side. Hobbit's going to be able to find that one onto Stoll, and that is going to be an 11-6 scoreline now here for the Kazakhstani side as they move forward, steal a round away in a force buy. And now we see what kind of investment's going to come back out from the Croatians. As of right now, it is going to be some upgraded pistols and some armor to work with, and it is going to be the full buyout here from the Croatians. See if they can answer back into this round, but they fortified things on the Kazakhstani side. That swap of economy is going to benefit them wholeheartedly as they take a 5-round lead.
Yeah, no, they are definitely trying to extend that even further. I mean, look at that buy as well. It's so superior in comparison to Croatia. I mean, you've got their deagles across the board fairly, which is definitely going to have an impact. And, Mariucci, of course, opting for the P250, probably for the economic reason, yeah. But I mean, still, Kazakhstan, they can take these long angle fights. I don't know if I'd want to be doing it with SMGs, but you've got Hobbit who does have an AK. And right now they've committed 4 players over towards long, and then they've left the Dren down in towards B. It's a fairly common strat. We've seen them do it quite a lot. And it's worked for them so far. So, I mean, they play that player down towards B just to draw the attention or pick off kills on the rotate. And you have the main brunt of your force over towards A, such as Hobbit there. He picks up one on a Furious. So now you're just forcing the Croatian side to rotate players. Then you can just capitalize on whatever site, has the least amount of players on, because they get so much information from this play.
Yeah, that's also actually really a dangerous tactic, because they get that early pick on the player at long, and now they think that maybe that defense on that A-bomb site is going to be a little bit weaker. But it's Mo to come back in on 2. Lex is going to be able to find one on a Mariucci, and all of a sudden it's just down to Nyx in a 1 versus 5 situation with the bomb planted on the A-bomb site, and there's just not a lot he's going to be able to do. Desert Eagle in hand, spamming away, not going to be able to find it. Adren takes him down with the UMP. That's a couple of kills with some SMGs into that round, and that's going to be a lot of banks stocked up here for Kazakhstan.
Yeah, no, Kazakhstan, they have a lot of money right now. I mean, the lowest you're going to see is $3,000 on Hobbit. Fitch opting not to reinvest and just stick with the MP7. I can't say I disagree with that. Potential to build up even more economy, especially when Croatia, they are on just a full eco this round as a result of the force buy. Croatia, they are opting for a mid play here. Nades in the mid from the Kazakhstan side are going to hit, but kind of missed their mark. Flash out. And while Adren does get one, Fitch comes in, gets another. Furious tries to get the trade, is going to be able to find one before getting taken down. And there we go. Fitch in with the 4K, sorry. And Adren does get one. Sadly does get taken down, but I mean, still, that was just an economy building round. They only lost 1 person. Sure, it was up against a full eco, but I mean, getting that 1 person to reinvest when you had so many SMG kills isn't a bad thing whatsoever.
Yeah, and Mo goes right onto the AWP. We're going to see all 5 rifles out for the Croatian side. It's going to be 5 M4s. They're going to go with a little bit more of a brute force tactic out through long A for the time being. Mo just sitting back, watching for that op frag towards that playground area. He's not going to get pressured too soon into this one. You can see him lining up some smokes here, going towards that A-bomb site. But it's really going to be this harassment over towards B. You can see Hobbit calling for the boost for Zlex. Going to try to jump up here and see if they can spot out the player at the backside of barrels. Revy's kind of looking for this, though, so bear in mind that this could be a little bit dangerous. And there it is. He's going to spot it. Spam goes out. Not going to be able to land any kills, but he does tremendous damage onto Hobbit. And he also tags up Zlex just a little bit through that wall. That's a nice little find to start things off. But Mo opening up onto Mariucci. He's going to be able to get the advantage into the Kazakhstani side. The pop flash is on point, and Adren's going to sweep Nyx under the rug. And this is not looking good for Croatia right now.
No, not at all. And well, Kazakhstan, they secure an early 2-man advantage, and as a result, they're just going to be thundering it over towards that A site. Trying to capitalize on this as fast as they can. I mean, wherever they go, they are going to be outnumbering the Croatian side. And, well, Croatia, they are going to be falling a few of these players back, just hovering in towards that heaven area. Smokes and flashes out onto the A site is They are slowly making their way in. I mean, surely with this many Molotovs, the rotate should be obviously coming in from Croatia. Stoll opting to go for a longer rotate, going down towards A. Fitch does get one. It's still going to fall in a Furious left alive on the site here. 19 HP and a Dream over by Truck. Does manage to get one. Looking for a second. I mean, well, it is all or nothing for them right now. Croatia, they need to hold on to this round or else they are going to be forced onto an eco, and then Kazakhstan could easily take it to map points. The Furious is just going to opt to save along with his teammate Stoll. Stoll's already actually ran off and is making his way downtown. And yeah, it's going to go 14-6 with Croatia forced onto either an eco, but I imagine they're going to force buy up behind it, seeing as they will have the well, I was going to say they'll have the 2 guns, but Furious gets taken down. Now they know where Stoll is. Stoll gets one, but they're coming in. They don't want to let him keep the M4. Blex is coming, Hobbit's coming. You have the whole Kazakhstan army coming.
The Armada! They finally take him down, so that's going to be a nice find at the end of the round. No rifles saved for Croatia. Kazakhstan on the verge of getting this one done, and also proving our analysts don't know what the hell they're talking about when it comes to predictions of maps. Because they keep picking the underdogs. If this was last week, then yeah, I would definitely go with the underdogs, because it was like every day was the underdog story. But this one, it seems that the favorites are coming out and they're able to get it done when the going gets tough.
I do think that they're letting the new haircuts and the funky fresh styles
it's going to their heads.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You and I, we just do it bare bones. We cut our hair with, you know, rocks and stuff, and we just wear a loincloth, and that's why we're so on point with our...
to cut my hair.
Yeah, I just
that's how I
bash
shave
rocks
my beard
together and see what I can do. It hurts. It's terrible. But I'm a better person as a result, so there you go.
It actually explains a lot that you hit yourself in the head with rocks.
Yeah. No, that's a true story. So yeah, Mariucci's going to be the last guy left alive for Croatia. The dying hope, the flicker of... a candle that's about to be snuffed out as Mariucci trying to hold on to this AK down in these lower tunnels. Hobbit's going to be trying to find him. He does have the Tech 9 in hand. 30 HP on Mariucci. Should be able to land this shot though. And well,
the 80. That is why I hate pistols in this game. Sorry, I yelled. But that is one of the main reasons why I hate pistols. Summit put a video out not too terribly long ago about the same damn thing, where people can just spam AD, but when you're on a rifle, you have to basically stand still in order to be accurate, or you have to use that little crab walk, and that's a very vulnerable position for you to be in. He spams back and forth, strafing back and forth, and he doesn't even get hit once by that AK spray. Now, granted, it wasn't the best AK spray that I've ever seen in my life, but still. Nice spam, though, from who was it that was spamming? Adren. Yeah. Sorry. Poo-poo brain. Adren does the opening spam. Mo's going to be able to capitalize with the Molotov kill early on, but look at this from Stoll getting aggressive, and he takes down both of the Gambit players. So, giving the advantage back to Croatia. They're on the verge of trying to stave off match point. It's going to be a very tall task, though.
Yeah, no, a tall task indeed, and... well, Croatia, they're definitely up to it as they do secure the one-man advantage early on. Stoll taking down 2, and now the remaining Kazakhstan players a little bit stagnant, a little bit out of position. You've got Hobbit over towards A. It's going to be rotating down as that bomb is down towards B. So, I mean, they are looking like they're going to be heading into this B push. You've got 3 players down towards the short area, lining up a few smokes and flashes. Well, no flashes, smokes and Molotov, sorry. Molotov does go out towards barrels. That's going to try and force Furious out of position, but he's already not there. So, I mean, are they going to check this angle? He's very out in the open. A second Molotov goes in. Stoll gets another, does complete the hat trick, and now Furious gets one of his own. It's all going to fall on his legs in the blink of an eye. And, well, Mariucci does come in and secures it. So that's going to be the 7th round on the board now for Croatia. 15-7 is going to be the scoreline, and they managed to stave off the loss of this map.
Yeah, the impending
for another
doom.
round. Yeah.
The impending doom. I believe that the analysts actually said that if Croatia wins this map, then they can potentially win the series. But if they lose this, then it's going to be pretty rough for them to go forward. And you can definitely see that in Kazakhstan. You know, it's just one of those kind of things where it's like they obviously with the experience of Adren and Mo playing legend status into the next major as well for the Gambit side. And they're just able to come in here and try and take over this match. But Mo's going to lose the early battle this time around. It's going to be Revy to find him. And it's been Hobbit that's picked up the pace here for the Kazakhstan side. I don't know much about the guy, but he's having himself a bit of a match at 23 kills and 13 deaths, right underneath of Adren. 1 less kill and 1 less death than him. 2 less assists, though. Noob.
Yeah, and you got to feel bad. Mariucci, who we've seen actually in the first round of qualifiers, was such a key player for Croatia. Right now, almost being like dead weight, 7-17. you know, putting him in very low down on the scoreboard. Not what we've seen him play like, and I definitely feel like he needs to pick it up if his team's going to stay in this. But, you know, Croatia, they do secure the first man advantage early on thanks to that pick from Revy, taking down Mo as well, a very high fragging player for the Kazakhstan side. And once again, we honestly see Kazakhstan going for this B hit. It's just their last resort, you know. Every time anything goes wrong for either of these teams, actually, just go to B. You know, B's easiest. Go on, do it. I dare you. But, there we go. They are lining up these... flashes and smokes,
that
which gets
was a
one on the
nice
stall,
shot.
and that is just going to open up that site. Furious is going to be the guy trying to hold this off towards Pillar. It's going to get traded down by Hobbit. Nick's rotated in. Revy's there as well, and now Mariucci. So it is just going to be a 3-on-3 here as the bomb does get planted. And well, with the Croatian side already in range of the site, they've got plenty of time to do this. Mariucci gets down. He gets 2. And perhaps he's heard what I just said about him. He could hear me talking bad words. And he manages to get 3. That's going to be the hat trick for him. And it's going to go 15-8. For the Croatian side as they do hang on to this. Another round, another day, and a new hope.
The problem, though, is the fact that Kazakhstan has had so much money into this half because they continue to get plants. So by the time that they run out of money, they're going to be onto a money bonus if Croatia can continue to win the rounds, and then they're going to be right back onto a bye anyway. So it doesn't make a damn difference in the long run anyhow. It's just a matter of, again, this is the same situation that we saw in the opening gambit of the opening first match. That it's just a matter of waiting for a mistake to be made by the other team and then capitalizing and just closing out the match.
Yeah, no, that is what they are going to have to do. Nix, though, does get tagged down a little bit at the start of that round by Adrent. Mo trying to capitalize on that smoke along, and he does so as Stoll gets taken down, so that B site's going to be substantially weaker. They are going to have to rotate a player in off of A, but look at the push coming in from Mariachi. He's got so much information from where he is right now. He knows that there's no one over towards A, and as a result, he's going to be able to come in from behind and just devastate the Kazakhstan players as they start to head up mid. He's got information that 2 of them are heading in towards A. Bomb gets dropped as the Dren gets taken down, and now it's going to go into a 4-on-4. The equalizer coming in from Mariachi. He does get bombed down. Hobbit in with the return, though. A nice shot from in there in order to take down the advancing Croatian player, though. Furious coming in with 2 of his own, and it's going to very, very quickly go the way of Croatia here. Well, it's going to fall onto Fitch and Hobbit to hold on to this. They have to flank down from A through that connector area down in towards that B site. And, well, to try and hold this off, it was going to be Furious, but he gets taken down doing a very ballsy play. Fitch, though, 8 HP in a dream as they do start heading in towards that B site. Smoke goes down to block off Revy. Revy, though, going very aggressive out onto the site. Is going to be in a very good place to try and hold on to this. He just has to watch out for Hobbit coming in from long. Molotov goes out. And, well, Hobby gets taken down to 20 HP, so very low HP across the Kazakhstan side. It all comes down to whether or not they can hold this off. Bomb does get planted, but Revy finds 1. Nix is there to trade as well, so all the Croatian side have to do now is get their trades in, and Hobbit solo HP. It shouldn't be a challenge as Nix does secure a second, and that means it's going to go to 15-9. Croatia, I don't know what's happening, but somehow they're making their way back into this.
Yeah, they're hanging on for dear life for the time being. At least just trying to get up to double digits for now. But, I mean, Kazakhstan, they're still on the verge. They're really, really close to this one. And it's going to be a force buy from them again. I mean, you've seen how the pressure has stayed on. That nade does so much damage in Underpass. Look at both of those players. Revy and Nix both get destroyed by that. An aggressive push from Mariucci, and Fitch is going to find him. Slex finds Revy. This could be it right here, but a cheeky play from Nix is going to net him a kill. So he's trying to keep his team in it. It's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Kazakhstan to open up the round. But again, the slow play comes out, waiting for the mistakes to be made. And the mistakes were the aggression down towards Underpass, the push out from Party. These are the mistakes Croatia made into the round, and they're going to get punished for it. And with that, Kazakhstan's going to have the advantage this time around. Nix, though, trying to come up towards the ladder. And, well, Mo's just going to be ready for that. Just destroys him, takes his head off clean with that AWP.
Dole and Furious going to be the last 2 players left line for Croatia. 1 down towards B, 1 over towards A, so they split their forces up. And, well, with Zlax's position here, he could be the thorn in their sides as he is in the backline. Bomb's heading down over towards B. They've got players over towards A to try and fake this out as Smoke does go in towards Truck, and I feel like Stoll could get caught here as he rotates up towards A. He isn't going to get caught out, but, I mean, no one's there on that B site now, and that's where the bomb is. Furious finds 1 on a Fitch, and now I think they're going to realize the ruse. And, well, yep, the jig is up. The rotate's heading in down towards B, but, I mean, look at Zlax's position. He's already there. Stoll actually able to pick up that kill, so potential for Croatia to hold on to this. But then Mo comes in with that really nice orb shot at the end, and that does mean it's going to get wrapped up, going the way of Kazakhstan, 16-9. And well, that's for this. We are actually going to have to go back to the wonderful analyst desk. Of course, me and Mega Man have been getting many a tweet from both Rema and Svodic. And well, what can we say, boys? We love you, but all the fame, all the glory, it's going to your heads. You're not the same as you used to be.
You were wrong. You guys have changed. You've changed. George, I'm going to need you to whip these guys back into shape here, man.